Hi guys, Lady Random here and welcome back to Sky Factory 2. Okay, let's stick our helmet back on just in case we need to go flying about. But we're continuing today to work on the quest book, and today we are going to try to do this. So this is connecting two AE networks with a quantum bridge. So the quantum bridge is basically a device that it has a better range than the, well, much better range than the wireless network, provided that the chunks that each side of the quantum bridge is in are loaded. So it might mean that you might need to have a chunk loader, depending on how far away you're actually setting up your other network. But other than that, it should work. Now, we've started working on one part of what we need, and that's using this thing here, which is a matter condenser, and it's actually pretty simple to make. If we just show you what this consists of. So the matter condenser is basically just glass, iron and Fluix dust, and that makes your matter condenser. And what this actually does is it will take items and it condenses those items to make other items. So I've been grinding away with this and putting in all sorts of stuff into the chests and using jabber barrels and all sorts of things to try and feed into it. I've got the cobblestone generator hooked up to it as well, just so we've got a constant supply. And this is used to make the singularity. And that is one of the items that we actually need in order to make the quantum bridge. So it's kind of the final piece of the puzzle, as it were, and also probably one of the most time-consuming things I have done in absolutely ages, other than try to get octuple compressed cobblestone. As you can see, it needs 256,000 per item, and that's basically items. So it doesn't matter what the item is, how expensive it is. It could be sheets of paper, it could be zombie flesh, it could be feathers, whatever. But whatever you need is you need 256,000 of those to make one singularity. Basically, it works by storing in the 64K ME storage component. And as you can see, it's starting to sort of fill up. So basically, you feed the items in. You can manually drop stuff into here as well. I've got a couple of hoppers going into it. That was Random's idea, so thanks very much, Random. And you can do something clever with an ME chest, but yeah, I haven't explored that and I just couldn't get it to work. So we went back to simple hoppers and that seemed to work well. So as you can see, I've got, well, I'm up to 232,000. So there's a little way to go yet, but hopefully by the point we're ready to go and ready to sort the stuff we need to do with the singularities out, we should pretty much be there. And failing that, it shouldn't be too far short of dumping a few items in there. I say a few, probably a few thousand, but we'll wait and see. So the quantum ring is the main part of the quantum bridge, and your quantum ring is basically made up of logic processors, iron ingots, engineering processors and ME dense cable. And you need, for each of the quantum rings, you need 8. For each of the quantum bridges, each side, you need 8 of the quantum rings. So that's quite pricey, pretty expensive. Energy cell as well, that's the other thing that we needed in there. So all in all, you need to make 16 of these to make the items, to make the quantum ring bits to make it up. She says, talking huge amounts of sense. You also need a quantum link chamber as well, and this is the item that your singularity actually goes into. So that is quartz glass and it's Fluix pearls. Now we'll start by making that very quickly. So Fluix pearls, pretty simple. You're basically looking at ender pearls and you're looking at Fluix dust and Fluix crystal. So you need 8 of those, because you need 4 of those obviously for each of the chambers, 1 for each side, and they simply just get put into here like a cell, and that gives you your 2 quantum link chambers. Woo! Let's just enjoy our fireworks quickly, shall we? Wow, there we go. So we started with our quantum tunneling. Exciting. So I've already started setting up some of the things. I've been grafting away, making all the logic processors, etc., and the engineering processors. We need the energy storage cells, and we also need the covered cable. Covered cable, pretty straightforward. That's just dense cable. That's ME covered cable. So that is your glass cable, your ME glass cable fluix with wool. And you need 16 redstone, 16 glowstone in order to make your dense cables. So let's just gather those up. And they can go in there. And then the energy cells, pretty straightforward again. That's just Certus quartz crystal, fluix dust and quartz glass. So again we need 16 of those, as we need 8 of those for each of the quantum rings. So that goes up there, dunk in there, there we go, and that is our ME quantum ring. So we've got 16 of those now, plus our quantum link chamber. Let's see how this is coming along. Oh, we're getting there. We are going to have to dump a few items. What I'm kind of thinking that I might do is actually go and grab some of the wood stuff. I think we're pretty much clear on stuff there. But what we can do in the meantime, while that is still chomping away, we can get this set up. Okay, so you need to set this up basically with your quantum link chamber in the middle, and then you have all of these around the outside. There you go, and as you can see, as soon as you put your 8 together, it actually does the link up. Now your power inlet will need to go into one of the big ones, so one of the 4 sort of in the cross shape, not the corner ones. So we'll need to link some power up to those in a second, which we will do. Let's just actually get some power conduit out. There we go. Now it is pretty power hungry, this, but we've added a little bit more power to it as well. So hopefully, let's go dunk in there, and will you link to this? Ooh, you will not. Interesting. Oopsie. Didn't mean to do that, did we? Let's put that back in there. Right. Power. So I think we are going to need some more of the energy storage cells in order to be able to power this, aren't we? Because without the power, that ain't going to happen. Right, let's get the recipe together for that again, because I can't remember it now. We've got energy storage cells. Let's just go for storage cells, shall we? Okay. Where are you? Just energy cells? Energy cells. There we go. Let's have a look. So there we go. So it's our Certus quartz fluix dust. So we're going to need a couple of those. We're going to need one for each side, aren't we? Okay, that's doable. That is doable. Let's take it over to here and grab the stuff out of here then. Energy cell. Let's stick that into there. Let's go for Certus. There we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Fluix. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And quartz glass. Pretty sure we've got some quartz glass left. Yeah, 1, 2. Okay. So we've got a couple of those. Now we need to actually get some energy into these. So I wonder if we can kind of link up to here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Because that apparently has no power. How do we get power into our energy storage cells? Oops. Right. We are going to have to go and have a little wee thinky about this, because I thought we were going to be able to use all of those bits, but apparently it seems like we're not. But why don't we go down and just quickly get this this other one set up where we need it, and that is actually going to be down by our other little area down here. And it's going to be a little noisy, I'm afraid. Okay, so we're going to set this one up here. So we'll put our chamber there, and we'll put little bits around here. So that has made that one ready. Ooh, you're so noisy. Let's get away from that, shall we? Right. So we now have a question overpowering our energy cells and getting power into those. So what I think I will do, says, taking the helmet off again. Let's take the helmet off again, it's more friendly. What I will do is I will have a wee looky into how we need to actually get these energy storage cells charged up, and I will catch up with you guys in a second. Hopefully by then we'll also have our little singularities ready so we can do the next part with those. So I will see you in a sec. And we are back. Right. Okay, so again, whack the old helmet back on again. But yes, as you can see in the background, this is now powered. And it turned out all I actually had to do, and I can't believe it was this simple, is actually just have the storage cell next to the ME controller, or to the ME interface. So I've got it next to the controller for this one here, and I have got it connected to the ME interface down on the one down there. Now what it is advisable to do is actually to be able to power this off. As you can see, it is munching through the power as it is on there at the moment. So what I'm going to do just for the moment, and just while I sort of figure out, is actually just break that connection just so that can kind of get charged up again, and I'll do the same with the one over the other side as well. But it just means that we're not going to go through a lot of power sort of straight away. So with this one here, I mean, once you've actually got both sides powered, you only actually need one side actually switched on. So see, this one is actually pretty much, it's drained it out already. So we'll let that charge up again. But that is basically how that works. So that should keep that running. So let's have a look. In fact, actually, while we're here, she says, while we are here, let's have a look and see if there are any items that we can gather that we can use to feed into our thing. Now these are actually quite good to use, just because they actually contain multiple items. I've just been putting bows, all sorts of stuff in there. So let's have a quick flick through here and see if we can fill our inventory with anything. We'll take the eggs, take the feathers, definitely take the gunpowder. What else have we got? Plenty of miniature red hearts. Yeah, they come in stacks of 10. That'll do. We use those. We'll take the redstone. I mean, all of this is pretty replaceable. Definitely have the zombie flesh for the power upstairs. We'll take the sticks as well. Let's just see how much that can actually add to our power here. Come on. There we go. So all these odd items like this, I can just dump those straight into the chest here. And that will start sort of munching its way through those. I don't want to put my cable in there. The little miniature bag here, that's cool because that will give us coins. And it's just given us coins that time, that's a little disappointing. But that will carry on going through that lot. Let's whack our zombie flesh into here. Keep that going. Let's see how far away we actually are now. Ooh, not too far, not too far. So what we can do again is just kind of cheat a little bit. Well, not cheat, but let's just use as much of the cobble as we can actually get out of this as well. We'll actually load that straight into the front of this, like so, because that will actually work quicker than feeding the items through. Plus it's then feeding the items from the other area. I mean, this is a really grindy way of having to do it, unfortunately, but just because I haven't been smart enough to actually figure out the whole kind of ME chest thing, and sort of, I know it works with the storage devices, but it was kind of a case of, well, how do I actually get it to recognise the items that I actually want to use. Oh, try going forwards. Dunk, 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 dunk. How are we doing? 39,000. I wonder, have we got any wood we can use? We'll use a couple of stacks of that, I think. Not got much of that left. Don't really want to be using my metals particularly. I've not been using many of those. We'll take the orchids. They can go in. What else have we got that we can stick in there that doesn't really matter too much? We've got bows. Don't really need these bows. Oh, do want the bowls. Do want the bread. What else have we got that can go in there? I've got 624. Oh, what have I made there? Oh, calculation processes. I must have kind of got a bit overexcited making those, mustn't I? We've got 13 cobble there. We'll take that. Got loads of clay. Let's whack some clay in as well. Let's just feed this lot manually in there as well. How are we doing? Ooh, very nearly there. What else have we got? Let's have a look. Wood. Get rid of some of this. It's not like we don't have it, is it? Rubber wood. Yeah, I'll keep that just because I haven't planted any more rubber trees. Not that it really matters because we're getting pretty close to finishing now. Jungle wood. Oh, we can get rid of loads. We've got loads of this. That'll work beautifully. Doink, 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 doink. Plus we've also obviously still got the feed going in from the cobble gent, so... getting close, getting close! This is really fun, isn't it? Yeah, let's get rid of all of this. $10,000 items we need by the looks of things. Oh, 13,000. Right. Not woo, we just want wood. I know we've got loads of this downstairs on the tree farm, so we can always go and get more from there. Oh, I was really hoping this would be done. A little bit more of this, haven't we? We can use. Keep the 7. Do you know what? Let's take the planks. It's not like we haven't got the logs. How close are we now? 10,000 to go. Right. I shall keep doing this, I think. And I will catch up with you guys in a sec. And we are back again. And it finally happened! Yay! So yeah, after loading an absolute crap ton of, well, anything I could possibly lay my hands on into this thing, we have a singularity. So we shall take that away. It's already started working on the next one. I'm going to leave that going because, I mean, with this thing you can actually make, you can destroy items with it, and you can make matter balls as well. But I'm going to let it make singularities, put those matter balls back in there, and that'll start rebuilding that again. So this is our singularity, but in order to actually make the quantum singularity, which is this here, quantum entangled singularity, we actually need to use an ender dust with that, and one of the singularities, and cause an explosion within range of the item. So the easiest thing for that, I think, is probably for us to make some TNT. Right, let's have a look. So TNT, it's been that long since I've actually made this stuff, so we need gunpowder and sand. That's cool, we can do this. So it's bacon dust, isn't it? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those, and some sand. 1, 2, 3, 4. There is our TNT. Now I think downstairs we have got our flint and steel. It should be... there it is. There we go, so that's our flint and steel. Let's pop our helmet back on, and what we're going to do is actually fly over to the wither bunker for this. Just because I'm obviously kind of conscious of not actually blowing the crap out of my base, and bearing in mind that we actually have got blast proof blocks over this way. This is so much quicker than going on the minecart. But I forgot how far it was. There it is. The bunker of wither, which hopefully has got nothing awful lurking in there. Okay, let's just land down here for a second, and we'll just have to break our way through a bit of glass there. There we go. Perfect. So now we've got nothing awful there. So I say we should place that there, and we'll just pop. Now we need to actually turn our ring off, don't we? There we go, just so it doesn't pick everything up. So we'll drop. Ooh, you know what we didn't bring? We didn't bring the ender dust. You plank. You utter plank. Right, back we go. Let's get in range. Keep trying it, seeing when we're in a point where we're actually in range. Get our ender dust, which I believe we do have some. There we go. Ender dust. We've got Enderium blend. We don't have ender dust. Tragedy. God, we are doing well today, aren't we? Right, let's just whip down here quickly. And let's just make some ender dust. Probably do it in here actually, couldn't we? Let's stick you in there. Just very quickly. Is that done? Ender dust. Amazing. Right. Let's grab our singularity back. And again, let's attempt to get back over and go and do this properly. So yeah, once we've done this, this is another thing obviously off our list. This will mean that we can link our two AU systems together, so everything that's coming out of the mob spawner. And the mob grinder will be available going into the other one as well, which will be very good. So let's just dunk that one. There we go. So let's try this again. So let's just take that torch out for the minute. So we'll pop you there, you there. Let's light our TNT. There we go. And that gives us our 2 quantum entangled singularities, which are the bits that we actually need, 1 for each of those chambers. So let's just quickly put our torches back down in here, just so nothing icky spawns in here. Let's just dump a few more. And the ones up here as well, because it decided to blast those out too. Doink, 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 doink. That one there for good luck. That'll do nicely. So we can now come out of here. Hopefully. Oh, we proper broke this last, didn't we? Ep60. Never mind. We'll have a little hole. It's not the end of the world. So we can now whiz back over and pop the singularities into the 2 machines. Now what I am also going to do is I'm actually going to attach a power switch to this one here. So that's now charged up about as much as it's going to be. Let's just very quickly, before we do anything else, have we got a lever? We do not have a lever. Okay. That is not a problem. We'll quite easily make one of those. But we'll put the singularities into here. So just click on the chamber, put one of them into here, and we'll reconnect the power for that. There we go. And we'll go do the same upstairs. Hopefully the power will hold out long enough. Okay, let's put our singularity in here, and these basically are linked together now, so those will all that will link these 2 systems. So let's put that there. That's now powered. So that now means that we have got access to both. Now let's grab a little bit of cobble very quickly, and let's just make a quick lever. We should have some sticks in here, shouldn't we? Let's do a couple of levers. 1, 2. Let's put you back in there. Now we're not going to be able to switch this one off just because we've got stuff above it. What I could do is possibly move the generator up a little bit. But let's get down to the other one. And what we can do is actually fit the lever to that one. So what that will do is actually doink, turn the power off on that. So that will hold its charge. That's now running on the power from the other one. And what we can now do is through here, you see we've got full access to everything that we've got up in the other AE system. So we are now linked, so that means anything that comes out of up here, where we're channeling into here, that's now going to be available to both sides. So there we go. That is our quantum bridge all done. How are we feeling about that? We're actually feeling pretty good, because that took some serious grinding to get that done. Pretty much, I'll be honest with you, I spent an awful lot of time yesterday, and a fair bit of time actually over the last few weeks, sort of grinding bits to make this work. Now it would be good if we could find a way of actually getting a power lever to this, so we could actually turn it off. And I think probably the only way we're going to be able to do that is actually to attach something. As you can see, look, we're actually starting to run out of power on it already. So that is going to die fairly shortly. So if I can turn it off, there we go. If I can turn it off, that means that we can then start sort of charging the power up. So yeah, it's gone out, which means the power will have gone on the other one as well. So we're going to have to work on that a little bit, just to be able to sort of charge it up. But other than that, that works. Now that's actually killed all the power, hasn't it, to our system. So let's take that out for the moment. And let's let our system reboot. There we go. So we do need to definitely, now I wonder whether, I wonder if we actually need this link here. If we take that out, what will that do? So that generator's there. And that's taking power from there. Now I wonder if we take our generator and we maybe put our generator here. Take this out from here. Is that all still working? All seems to be working, doesn't it? So potentially what we could actually do is, let's get that lever back, shall we? That lever. Where did that go? I know we made it. I know we made you. But where did you go? Oh, don't tell me we've got to make another one. Where are you? Sure you went in here alright, didn't you? Okay, no, that's cool. Let's just very quickly make ourselves another one. Where did that cobble go? Oh, I wonder whether it's gone into the other system. Whether that is stored on the hard drive of the other system, which is quite possible. We'll put that in there, you in there, you back in here. Let's put you on there. What we'll do is reconnect that, but we'll turn that off. And we'll let that, there we go, that is charging. So power is off there now. Are you off or are you on? Yeah, you're off. You're not actually using anything, and I think, I wonder then, is it taking power from the other one now? Or are they both actually on? No, that one is off. That one has no RF at the moment. So yeah, we're going to have to turn them both off effectively and let that charge up, or maybe even get some slightly better energy storage. But I said it is pretty hungry, sadly. But the fact of the matter is, we've done it. So there we go. One quantum bridge, cunningly fudged together by me. But yeah, there we go, guys. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care for now.